Alright. Hi everyone, back again with more Conquest. I was watching the guy playing Red blindfolded. Yeah, that's the guy doing the run for PSR right now. That's just nuts, dude. I just can't imagine, like, what would happen if, like, the RNG in a fight goes wrong? What if you get a Gen 1 miss? That's gotta be rough. But yeah, my run will be tomorrow at 4:23 p.m. Pacific, 7:23 p.m. Eastern. This will be my last day to do practice. I'll do no resets once I get past greenleaf. Essentially, what I'll do during my run, if I get that whole pan stage fiasco at greenleaf, it is actually faster for me to just run away and go back in the fight. And the few times I've had to do that, the pan stage cooperated second try. It's just straight up faster to do that. Because otherwise, Jigglypuff has to face a Snivy. Why is he using Blizzard blindfolded? I mean, it is a 90% move. That run's definitely got to rely a lot on audio cues. Alright, first run of the day. You know, it'd be really funny if I achieved a new record during the actual run. That'd be so funny. It actually has happened before, like with other people, like GDQ, for instance. It actually has happened. Let me make sure my splits are correct. Yep. Yeah, I'm not doing commentary practice today just because Bacon Fry and myself have already done it twice. We don't really need to practice commentary any further. Okay, yeah, that is a lot of help for a Bidoof. Oh my god. Nice. You know, only getting 2 slaps is actually really good because it's less time waste. That was actually very close. I guess I could have done a 3rd slap. Here's the annoying thing. Every single February year one, both Eevee and Jigglypuff's energy levels are close to max, but then by March, which is the next month, the energy either randomly goes up or goes down or stays the same. That didn't work out as well as I had hoped. I was kind of hoping one would be further ahead than the other. Hey, Shadow. I probably shouldn't have used Jigglypuff at all. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. Jigglypuff is maxed out, that's good. Okay, near low energy levels. Hey, Monroe. Monroe Run. Made a new YouTube account and changed your name. That means you're not a member anymore, huh? That's cool. I'm gonna have to take back that Diglett run then. I'm gonna have to go back in time and pretend I never did it. I'm just messing around. That was a weird warrior skill use. His warrior skill increases his movement range by 1, and if he attacks something, it's got a 50-50 chance to flinch. He often he'll use it to like get himself further ahead. As long as he doesn't use it turn 2, just because I don't want the flinch on Jigglypuff. Alright, getting burned there, not that big a deal. Really? Dude, seriously, 2 crits? Right, I should be able to finish this, because I think quick attack from the front of Tepig did 11 damage, so the side should do 12. 14. Okay, we're good. Not a good Ignis. It was just a joke, Monroe. You don't have to. But if you insist, though, thank you, though. Yeah, tomorrow when I officially do the run for PSR, I'll make a community post about 30 minutes before it starts, and I'll notify the Discord. Eevee's energy randomly went up. Oh my god. This sucks real bad. Honestly, with an Ignis split like that, I kinda hope it goes right. I've never played this game before. It's a really fun game. If you like, what's it called? If you like Fire Emblem, like RPGs, like overhead, like you fight like on a grid, then you'll definitely like this game. Tactical RPGs. Is it difficult? For a casual player, probably not. If you're a completionist, then yes. I did a 100% speedrun of this game like 4 years ago. It took 72 hours. Over 2 months. Minimum energy pants age. There's a pro and con to that. The pro to the minimum energy pants age is I could knock it out without Jigglypuff's help. The con, it's going to do less damage in the Water Kingdom. Yeah, I think we all know where this is going. I didn't really mind. That Ignis fight was garbage. For anyone wondering why I reset there, if the Pansage walks on top of that dark green grass, or is it yellow? Either way, if it stands on top of the little grass shortcut tile, the fight takes an extra 3 minutes and becomes a lot riskier. Literally, if this happens during the marathon, I will actually run away from the battle and go back in. It's faster to just do that. Dude, that is a lot of health for a Starly. I am not knocking that out. I was thinking, do we really need the Jigglypuff to go left in Greenleaf? Or is it unable to reach the bush in 2 turns? What do you mean by reach the bush? Well, the thing is, Darumaka and Jigglypuff have to cooperate to snag that left banner. This is one of the worst Farm 1 splits ever. Well, no, I've had worse. That was very bad. Are you talking about that one extra tile that I have Jigglypuff move? I mean, whether I move 2 tiles in the first turn or 3, it's very irrelevant. I move around by tapping the screen anyway. Now the question is, Can I KO Bidoof from the back? Maybe. Yeah, not without a crit. Yeah, that's just... This is why I do not like all 4 Pokemon spawning in the exact opposite quadrants of the map. Dude, that is bad. Dude, both of these were bad. Doof hates you? Yeah, it does. At least Jigglypuff is mostly cooperating today. Nice. Holy, come on, 3 for 3? Damn. Okay, this is the second time ever I've had a 3 for 3. You guys saw that, right? Dang. If I had gotten a high roll, that would have been one of the best gold splits ever. I think this is still gonna gold. Yep, gold split. Dude, I am never beating that split. Seriously, all three Pokemon getting hit with 5 boulders, that's only ever happened to me one ever time, and I have it on video too. Actually, the most insane one I've ever had was the first 3 boulders hitting the Pokemon from top to bottom, in order. Yeah, this game is super duper fun unless you try to speedrun it. Play casually and it's fun. Oh my god. Oh, this is a really good positioning. I can show something off about this map. See where the Darumaka spawned? Check this out. Darumaka actually cannot jump down from there. Although I don't like how many hits this is taking. As long as Darumaka never hits anything, it's guaranteed to join me. Oh my god. I still think this is faster because Darumaka's animation with a flame wheel is not only slow, but it also has the run-up ability where if it moves tiles before doing damage, its damage increases. So that never happened. I still think overall this is faster. I never get to show that off. If you're wondering if it works on the other side, it does not. Honestly, even though minimum Pansage energy can be theoretically faster to knock out, I honestly would prefer the Pansage being higher in energy, because it'll allow it to do more damage in greenleaf. Alright, we're good. I didn't say anything because depending on the turn order, like if Snivy moved first before Pansage, I have seen Pansage theoretically follow after Snivy. That's why I didn't want to say anything. Nice. Dang, imagine if I got the double. Let's see, that had 36. Okay, so I would have knocked it out in one hit. If you're wondering why I'm losing time here, it was because of that. It was because of that stupid Charmander guy. It just kept spawning over and over again. That's why. Hey, at least I can continue a run with a god tier Ignis split. Well, not really. The split was god tier. The fight itself was god tier. Well, no, it was a God tier split. Like, I'm still behind, but that's because of the first 2 farm splits. If the first 2 farm splits were on par, that would have been really good. Minimum energy Oshawott, low energy Pampor, that's actually really good. At the same time, I don't like Pansage being minimum energy. I'm hoping I can make up a bit of time here, but the problem is the record had a very good Fontaine split. So, I mean, we'll see. Your first run with Diglett? That's funny. Question is, can I KO Oshawott from that hell? If he Lancing Crystal with only level up moves. Oh, dang. How hard was that? Nice. 2 for 1. Yeah, that makes sense. That, Pampor's being a little annoying, though. Nice. Well... I gold split, and I essentially tied the, I literally tied the PB Fontaine, or the world record Fontaine. So even though I'm behind, that's still very good. Hey, maybe you should do Magikarp with only level up moves. I mean, surely a level 100 Magikarp can just sweep Lance with Flail, right? I decided that was only a tiny time investment, but I think upping the energy might be worth it for damage output. Maybe one day. Minimum energy Pichu and Pampor. That's good. I don't appreciate the higher energy Mareep and Shinx though. But you give and you take. I mean, using that free Ponegiri stuff, it's not as big of a deal in this run because the record, the one that uses Darmanitan, Wom stopped for a Ponegiri shop stop after typing in the password. So he did it in his run too. Thankfully, she didn't do that while the Starly was on that tile. That would have been bad. Seriously, that would have been so bad if that happened. I think I had it happen one time. Nice. I don't think I can reach Marie from here. Yeah, I can't reach Marie from there. Nice, that did exactly enough. Hey, Dominic. Weird. Alright, I think with top speed I can reach the shape. Really? Okay, kind of a rough Violite. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that was a rough Violite. Yeah, that was bad. Not really any fault of my own, though. That was just some bad luck with misses. Thank you for stopping by, Monroe. That was a bit sloppy. How many? 2. Okay. Bare minimum. Good luck with your practicing your run tomorrow. Thank you. I hope you're able to stop by when it's live. I just want them to avoid damaging things. Well, except you, you're fine. Okay, that's Intimidate. Hero. Okay. There we go, that was pretty good. Whatever. I had to do that anyway. Oh, no. Info. I suck at this. Gotta love the high epiphany in this scenario. What's epiphany? Dude, I have 2 different Star Raptors. One's minimum energy, one's maximum. At least Munashige is the one with Hero, not Intimidate. Because that's the one I like to use more often for damage. My best case scenario would be Vanguard, but unfortunately Vanguard's just a rare ability. How they're prone to bonding. Oh, you mean like the high amount of like the yellow orbs? Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Eel, I'm not as smart as you are. I think, really. Honestly, maybe I should have had Pampor do that first. That probably would have been a better idea. Yeah, so that way Staraptor, it would have done damage to Pampor, but I would have been able to kill the Pineco. If you're wondering why I put Pansage there, it was to try and keep these two Pokemon next to each other. Plus, I wanted to block off Staraptor. Little over 420 on that Suwaddle. Yeah, he tried to use Grass Cloak to raise his defense, but I don't think that's going to help. Those balls are so annoying. They can be, yeah. Dumb question, but is this passwords or no passwords? This is no passwords. I'm actually cheating. Also, how's it going, Eltron? Eel, you weren't supposed to say that. You're supposed to let them think I meant it. That's why Speed is a cheater. I am a cheater. Interesting use of that. Very interesting alignment there. I'm actually not a fan of how they're aligned, actually. I can't get... Maybe I should have had Daramaka go in there to leave the Machop there. That probably would have been the better idea, so they could be lined up better. You know what? This'll work. I always forget they knock you back. Would you ever go for it in no passwords? Only if there's a reroute, which I might consider actually rerouting it to route out Darmanitan in that one too. But I'm not going to think about that right now. Because to be honest, I'm kind of having more fun with the speedruns right now than the solo runs. I mean, don't get me wrong, as soon as the event is done, the Pokemon Moon videos will go back up like usual. But I'm talking like as in live stream. Near high energy Drillbur, that's actually good. In my previous run yesterday, at one point I was 2 minutes ahead of the record, but because the Drillbur was so low energy, I couldn't evolve it on time. I had to make 2 separate trips to the Ponegiri shop. I lost a lot of time because of that, but I didn't really lose the record because of that specifically. Some of the final fights just had bad luck anyway, but It still stands. Having minimum energy for the drill bur is actually super bad. Theoretically a run killer if you don't get lucky. Really. This. That's annoying. You. Okay, I can go right here. Not really a good invasion split. I mean, I can blame the burn for that one. Nothing I really could have done about that. My wristband luck has actually been super good. I've had hardly any wristbands break. Alright, I'm 3.2 seconds behind of the record, but compared to my PB, I'm behind 16 seconds. Yeah, the drill burr is the one thing I do not want low energy. Because I paid the price for it last time. Alright, the drill burr also did go down to middle energy, but middle energy's fine. That should allow it to where, just in case it goes towards the girder, girder should be able to one-shot it with Mighty Blow. Plus, I can do the block elevator strat. I can only do it if Charmander moves there. Because as long as nobody can reach the middle elevator, everybody stays up here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you're fucking good. That's fine. Darumaka can go up that lift. Okay, I am going... That is actually kind of bad. I mean, I can still most likely kill the drill burr. The main problem is I have nobody to go up the top right lift. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Yeah, but now I have nobody to go up that other elevator now. That's a problem. I almost never see Rhyperior go up that elevator. Just get rid of that thing. Just less turns pass. I think I just need to wait for a random sandstorm now. The only thing I can really do. Oh, nice. It's going to be unfortunate that I'm going to lose time here, but I can easily make up the time in other splits. I have an extra wristband. I'm gonna give it to Drober. At least Luigi Star after is gaining energy. Yeah, great. The Drover's energy did go down a little bit, but it's not that there's no need to be concerned right now. No flinchies today. What was the accuracy of that wake up slap? What was it, 93%? Yeah, it was 93%. Oh, I forgot to kill that thing. Whoops. Yeah, that miss was really rough. Because then the next turn, I would have been able to kill Girder. I would have probably gained a bit of time on this split if it weren't for that. You know what's funny? Jigglypuff has actually been very cooperative in this run today. Oh, damn it, not info. Well, at least with a flying type blocking this trapdoor, nothing's going to end up down there. It's most likely going to be Arbok in there, or Zubat. Because both of their warriors have range boosting abilities. I really needed that crit. Dude, does Poison Sting have like a 50% poison chance in this game? I swear it has to. Gold split. No. Oh, the reason that gold split In order to swap the Viperia and Yaksha splits without being inaccurate because of the last run, I had to delete my previous goal splits. So if I end up getting a faster time than PB or the record on those splits, it'll just automatically be gold. And Monferno's as silly as its owner. Just wait till it becomes an Inferno. It becomes a powerhouse. I'd say the #1 best fire type in this game, not counting like Rusharam, because it's a legendary, is probably Darmanitan at 1, #2 Infernape. Well, Chandelure and Infernape are the same. Even the high energy, I can still potentially knock it out. The main problem is that Zoroark has a very high speed stat, so it likes to miss. Usually I have like a 25% chance to miss on it, but if I do hit it, it one-shots. It's kind of a risk, but I'm willing to take it. Oh, interesting. I don't really see him ever do that. Okay, so it did prevent the death, but that's fine. I can just do this. Alright, then bustle over to the Zubat with Gallade. That's the only thing. Gallade's good. Okay, that is annoying. That is so annoying. Grover's energy went down. So, there is a likelihood that I'm gonna have to do one stop at the Panagiri shop. But at least it's only one stop, not two. So if I have to do one stop, it's not that big a deal. And they even changed the AI viewer website they keep spamming on Twitch. My Seri bot keeps banning those accounts. It's usually like 2 or 3 accounts every stream. Now it has a .org at the end. It's not AI viewers, it says best promotion. It might help with some ranges in endgame, so it's not that bad. Yeah, if I have to do, I would prefer it to evolve right away, but if it comes down to me doing 1 visit, not the end of the world. Doing 2 visits is where I draw the line. Okay. I'm gonna have to have Oichi's go after the part of mine. That should right away. Drillbur didn't even need to step on the bridge. The reason I didn't move Drillbur on turn 1 was because if Drillbur moved right away to the bridge, I have had flyers go after it before. That was the reason I did. Alright, hopefully it evolves. Nope. Alright, now I'm ready. Upon a gear, each knob seems to waste like 25 to 30 seconds. It does, yeah. So, I mean, my goal split for this split is like a 6:26 or something like that. So if I can tie the record in this split, I'll break even. Oh, if Star Raptor can get a crit on the Lampant, then I can get a 2-for-1 kill. Print the wrong thing. I'll take that. So, how productive do you think that turn was? Eh. Better than the flame body. Yeah, I'd rather be poisoned than burned. Because burns cut your base power in half, so even crits get affected by burns. In older generations, it didn't. Alright, I'll win next turn. Okay, I will say this is one of the best Spectres I've ever had. Okay, since it missed, that was going to be a poison. Alright, come on, Stashes, stop moving. Okay, I'll lie. This isn't the best I've ever had, because this won't be a gold split, but very close to the best. Mm. Minimum energy Musharna, that's very good. Everything else there doesn't really matter. I mean, Lapras, even at minimum energy, will be a 2-shot. The Ponegiri shot made it not gold split. You know what? That is true. In that case, that was the best Spectra I've ever had. Not the best Spectra split, but the best Spectra fight I've ever had. Alright, the Icicle is in the correct spot. That's good. The max energy Beartick won't be a big deal because Girder with Wake Up Slap and Mighty Blow can easily one-shot it. You bastard. Oh my fucking god. How do I have the God tier Spectra followed by this shit? Like, seriously, can someone explain this? Okay, you're an idiot. This is literally the worst Nick storm ever. Dude, I'm literally dumbstruck with how bad this is. Yeah, that is actually insane. Twat. Just so I can finish this run for practice, I'm gonna run away and try again. That is literally the worst Nick storm I've had in my life. Just dumbstruck at how bad that was. Oh. Great. Twice in a row now, I end up losing a run that's on record pace. Yesterday, it was a Spectra, and today it's Nick Storm. All because of a freeze? Yeah, a freeze, Girder being put to sleep by Calming, and one shot by Musharna, so I couldn't even kill the bear tick. I am literally just dumbstruck at how awful that was. I hate you. That is also interesting. That is the first time I've ever seen Cubchoo knock on the icicle. I actually thought it was in the AI for him to do. The energy had nothing to do with it. Oh, because of your Mon's lost energy. Yeah, okay, yeah, true. Still, I've never seen Cubchoo not go on the ice. I literally thought it was in the AI for him to always do that. Probably should have destroyed that, honestly. Thought it was similar to Quagsire. What was similar to Quagsire? Damn, this still went back. I'm just not destined for these things, you know? I'm just not. This isn't really something I can practice either. Just isn't. Also, there is a chance in this game for you to thaw out right away. If that had happened, I would have been fine. Look at that. I lost 7 freaking minutes on that split. 7 minutes. I just don't get it. Like, Nick Storm, it's always a place I think I need to practice, but when I do try to practice, I realize I can't really practice getting lucky. I'm just upset that the best Spectra I've ever had is not going to end up being in a PB or anything like that. Even if I had lost like 45 seconds to Nick Storm, maybe even a minute, I'd still be ahead. I'm curious what my final time is going to be for this. Nice. Oh, well, I messed that up. I was supposed to make Jolteon stay on that cogwheel. Oh. Oh my god. Dude, that Metagross's energy is so high compared to Excadrill, that's actually going to take 3 hits. And my wristband broke as well. Because of my defeat. Yeah, that's probably true. Because of that defeat, my energy levels are low. Yeah, I'm losing time here as well. Oh my god. Yeah, my commentary buddy said the difference between low energy and high energy makes an extraordinarily huge difference in the game. Hey Eel, can you rewind to where I ran away from not ran away from Nick. What was the time on the small little timer right underneath the actual time? You know, the time that's inside the little timer beneath it. What time was that at when I re-entered Nickstorm the second time? Because I want to subtract that first battle from my splits. Because I'm going to be curious, like, if my second attempt at Nickstorm, you know, the one where I re-entered, if that was my first attempt, what time would I have gotten? Because that's what I want to figure out. Even though that second fight was bad. One 16, 15. What goal do I 1:26. That was the time? No, I don't think you get what I'm asking. What was the time when I re-entered Nick Storm? There's no way it was 1:26, was it? Is that what the small timer actually said? Because I would have expected it to be in the 2.5-minute range. The 1:26:15, that's what the split timer said when I re-entered it for the second time. Not entered it for the first time, entered it for the second time. You might be looking at the first time. Alright, so something I learned from last time. You kind of have to let the enemies come towards you. Don't stand near the nose and keep them blocked. What did the split time say when I re-entered Nick Storm for the second time? You know, because I had to run away and go back in. The moment I ran back in, what did the split time say? Okay, you're getting burned. Guys, seriously? Alright. That's fine, I'll just look at it later. Okay, now I'm pissed. I'm wasting a good Dragner on this run. Damn. Oh my god. That is unbelievable. I have never seen Arceus die there before. I legitimately never have. I'm just so dumbfounded. Like, legitimately, in my years of running this game, I have never once seen Arceus die here. Is that Aurasphere a crit or something? It was a crit? Oh, man. That was so stupid. Okay, so including that awful final battle, which I somehow still won. I don't know how I won that. Dude. Look at how lopsided this run was. Alright, I'm gonna rewind. I re-entered. The real time said 6:10. All right, so I'm gonna look at what the time was when I entered Nick's storm for the. Okay, Eel, I see what your problem was. You were looking at my overall time, not the split time. The split time is the small little timer underneath the main timer. The 1:54:39, that's the main timer. The 8:19 is the split timer. I asked for the split time. Okay, what was the 46 seconds? Okay. What was the I read? Alright, so 43 seconds and 6:14. So... let's assume that was 5.5 minutes. I lost 5.5 minutes on that split. And at the end of the day, I was 8.5 minutes slower than record. So because of how everything else went, I would not have beaten record anyway. Like, if that first Nick Storm battle had never happened, this run would have been like a 149. Valora just went awful. Dragner surprisingly went great. In the finals, yeah, you guys saw how the final fight went. Yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, it wasn't really Nick Storm that cost me the record. It was Nick Storm combined with Valora in the final fight. Well, at least I finished a run before the event. Alright, everyone. Thank you all for stopping by. I do appreciate it. There won't be a stream tomorrow on my channel, but make sure everybody goes to the Pokemon Speedruns Twitch page tomorrow at 7:20 p.m. Eastern. I will be doing my run live on that channel with my commentary buddy, Bacon Fry. And after the event's done, I'm going to continue speedrunning this game most days. I think the only other streams I'll do are the Crystal backports, and I'll get back to work on the Moon videos. But I'm going to keep running this game until I get the record. Yeah, so yeah, if you also include... But yeah, if that awful first Nick Storm fight didn't happen, like, the second fight was still absolutely terrible. But at least I won. It doesn't have to do with Staraptor being worse in Valora. Staraptor is fine in Valora. It's just, I did slightly screw up Valora. I should have had Jolteon stay on the cogwheel, and then Darmanitan can go all the way down the stairs, and then the Aerons will go over to it. That wasn't really the problem. I was still able to two-hit the Quagsire. Like, the Staraptors literally did all that they could. It's just, with that loss I had in Nick Storm, all of my energy levels went down, and because of that, combined with Metagross's energy being maxed out, it took 3 hits to kill it. We were talking about Nick Storm. Ah. That was so awful, dude. Alright, everyone. I'll make sure before I go live on that Twitch page, I'll put out a community post, post it on all my socials and in the Discord. Alright.